Oh boy, that's one fine-looking Marvel team-up script. Then why doesn't mine look like that? I'm pretty sure that's how it went on the set of Dark Phoenix. I'll be real with you, that's probably how it went. We recently found out that Dark Phoenix went through all sorts of changes, and that's a nice way to put it. Previous reports were saying that before that deal with Marvel and Disney and all that was ever complete, Dark Phoenix was being looked at as a bigger film. And not just one film, 2 films. And there's actual interviews out there that go hand in hand with this, that the actors state that they believed it was 2 parts. At the same time, there was an expo years ago where people saw a logo that said Dark Phoenix Part 1. So this kind of has always been there in the background of this film. Obviously, we got 1 film. And recently, we did find out that at one stage, it was actually intended to be 2 films. That's how they wrote the script, up until ultimately they were like, yeah, this is gonna have to be 1 movie. Change all that around. More or less what happened was the Justice League. Joss Whedon came in and finished that up, much like Kinberg did, but at one point, this was supposed to be 2 films, just like Justice League. Zack Snyder wrote 2 films for Justice League, and they were like, make that 1. Okay, now cut out another hour and a half, and it was like, okay, that's clearly not gonna work out. Dark Phoenix was supposed to be about 4.5 hours complete runtime, but they were like, okay, condense that into 1 script. Okay, now shrink that down even further, because as we know, test audiences said at one point it was closer to a 3-hour cut of the film, but it just didn't work out. And this is one of those things where you just kind of look at it and you go, what could have been? What could we have gotten? And would it have been better or worse? We never know, but ultimately it didn't end up happening, and a part of me is like, well, I see why. It never would have worked out, but at the same time, being a 2-parter, they would have spent about $1 billion with marketing on 2 of these films. You get what I'm getting at here, right? Like, spend $1 billion, make back $400 million, lose $600 million. Not a good scenario to be in.